Author Barbara Taylor Bradford says she was shocked when she read about the horrifying story of children from broken homes in England being put into orphanages.
Children were being shipped from the orphanages to Australia and Canada for a so-called better life. But the terrible thing is that they didn't get a better life, they were simply put in orphanages.
And in some cases, the children were adopted by another family, free to discover with a new life. But for the real parents who came back looking for their loved ones, it became a nightmare.
I've come for my daughter, Marigold Stratton.
She's not here.
Could you tell me where she is then, please?
She's gone.
And the answer was always, you won't find the child has to find you.
One such child was Meredith Sanders, played here by Melissa Gilbert. After her mother developed tuberculosis, Meredith was taken away to an orphanage for what she thought would be a short stay. But she never saw her mother after that.
So much of who she is this dark, scared little girl who at the age of 5 was ripped from her mother. Well, her mother, as far as she knew, died right in front of her.
Now, 30 years later, she's based in New York, where she's become a successful hotel owner. During a trip to England to see an old friend who is dying, she's convinced to seek the truth regarding her mother and her roots.
This woman has such tremendous fears of relationships, fears of abandonment, fears of living a life. And eventually, my character comes to learn that in order to live a life, you have to work through that fear.
It's a search for a mother and roots and a background. She's always lived by her own rules because she's had nobody to teach her.
While in England, she meets Lucas Kent, a local architect who seems like the real deal.
More than anything, he's honest, which is, and although maybe he's not perfect, he's willing to express how he feels regardless of whether those feelings are exactly the appropriate feelings or not.
After Meredith hires Lucas to renovate a mansion she's turning into a hotel, the two fall madly in love. But losing her mother at an early age has taken its toll. Any chance of her feeling safe and secure is remote because of her past. Meanwhile, during a search for her mother's grave, a bombshell drops.
You've looked thoroughly, have you?
Every volume dating back 30 years.
Well, that's very simple then. Your mother's still alive.
That's impossible.
After years of mystery, her search suddenly ends.
Can I help you in any way?
I thought you were dead.
I beg your pardon?
I'm your daughter.
Legendary actress Jean Simmons, who plays Meredith's mother, says the focus of the film is almost unbearable to think about.
Mind-boggling when you think about it. All these children spread all over the world, Australia, America, New Zealand. No, but they didn't know where they were.
The exquisite landscape outside Dublin, Ireland, served as the film's backdrop, as Meredith combines her struggle to love again with the rebirth of a life with her mother. Gilbert says there are lessons to be learned from this story.
We need to know that the past was the past, and that we carry that with us, and that is a part of who we are, but you can turn it into something positive.
For CBS, this is Bob Windsor reporting.